Hello students, today the topic is language review and self-check. What are we going to do? We are going to work on exercises on new vocabulary and grammar parts. The first exercise, underline the correct item. Centaurs are mythical creatures. I have underlined the word mythical. Can you see the future? The phoenix can save a person's life. The house burst into flames. Phoenix tears can heal wounds. She was very sad. She had tears in her eyes. Dragons could breathe fire from their mouth. Second exercise, you have to fill in with the verbs take, appear, join, return, fight, dress, welcomes, and the last one, tell. A warrior can fight with a sword. We can join the army when you are 18. Hua Mulan decides to dress as a man. I sometimes take my brother's place in the football team. After many years abroad, he wanted to return home. Their stories appear in poems and songs. A statue welcomes visitors as they enter the town. They tell stories to their children every night. Exercise number 3. Choose the correct response. How are you today, Sam? We have two answers. I know, much better, thanks. And the correct answer is much better, thanks. How was Matt's party? He was here, it was great. And the answer is it was great. Did you have a nice time? Yes, we did. The music was great. It's a pity you couldn't make it. I know, it's the correct answer. Exercise number 4. You have to circle the correct item. The myth dates back to the 3rd century BC. It's the correct answer, not from. Who wrote about the famous creatures? The temple was dedicated to Poseidon. Men worked in the fields. There was a statue of Poseidon in the temple. It disappeared into the ocean. The two fires happened at the same time. The wall was covered in gold. The island sank after the earthquake. Kings ruled Atlantis. Some people in Atlantis raised cows and sheep. Poseidon created Atlantis. An earthquake destroyed Atlantis. The people in Atlantis sailed all around the world. Exercise number 5. Complete with Western, horror, fire, ticket, boring, destroyed, and survived. We didn't have a nice time at the party. It was boring. How much is the ticket for the concert? An earthquake destroyed Santorini. Dragons breathe fire from their mouth. Mike likes Western films with cowboys and Indians in them. I don't like horror films. They scare me. Few people survived the earthquake. Now let's put the verbs in brackets in the past simple. I watched TV last night, which is the past simple of verb watch. He didn't play basketball. Dad made a cake yesterday. He traveled abroad last summer. They didn't visit us yesterday. We saw an excellent film on TV. All the verbs are in past simple tense. Now let's match the sentences to their responses. How are you today? Much better, thanks. It's a pity you couldn't come. I know. Did you have a nice time? Yes, I did. Who else was there? Everyone. His costume was fantastic. Yes, I did. The next exercise. Put the verbs in brackets in the past simple tense. We have the verbs watch, not play, which means that it's in negative form, make, travel, not visit, and see. I watched TV last night. He didn't play basketball. Dad made a cake yesterday. He traveled abroad last summer. They didn't visit us yesterday. And the last one, we saw an excellent film on TV. All the verbs here are in past simple tense. Match the sentences to the responses. We have the first question. How are you today? Much better, thanks. It's a pity you couldn't come. I know. Did you have a nice time? Yes, I did. Who else was there? Everyone. His costume was fantastic. What was he? These were the exercises for today. Thank you for your attention and see you next lesson.